Alrighty, guys, it is your boy RPG Fans Only Show here, and we are back with another game. And so today we're going to be playing Legendary Axe, just like my Ninja Gaiden Rebirth run. I'm only going to do one run of this, and it's not going to be the complete game. I'm just going to do a first run of this complete of this first part of the Legendary Axe for the PC, actually for the TurboGrafx, also known in Japan as Ankaku Densetsu, which is kind of the same game. Basically, it is the entirely same game. So a few things I want to point out about this game is that it is very difficult because your guy doesn't really swing his axe fast enough, kind of like Astenix, where your guy just can't get off his axe attack fast enough. So it's going to lead to a lot of frustrating parts, as well as the guy's I don't know this guy's name in particular, but uh, he has some difficulties, like say per jumping, he kind of sways really hard. So when it comes to platforming and tight platforming, you're gonna really rely just on just tapping and then moving, kind of inching your way towards some things. Also with the attack, you can use that as an advantage when you attack because you can swiftly turn around and do twice the damage and hit two enemies if you can manage to do it just right. So it's all about timing in this game, and actually precision rather than just doing overall damage, kind of like not nothing like Golden Axe. And so I'm only going to be doing this first level because I can't even beat the first level boss. After doing two runs of this game, I still can't manage to beat him. So I'm only going to be able to do one playthrough of this game. And one thing that I really like about this game is that it's really, really good with the graphics visually. Like, oh my god, this could be a perfectly NES game right here, SNES game, just because the visual graphics alone. But this game is very hard, and a lot of details were put into it. As you can see, even your character's axe has little blood stains on it, which I think is a pretty cool aspect. So you want to jump down here. You can't actually skip this part, but you really don't because this right here is actually a mini boss, and he's very, I wouldn't say very easy to kill, um, but he's very, you want to kill him because he does actually drop some very good power-ups, and so I want to, and you can manage to get two hits off without taking any damage. I'm not going to be able to do that this run, but I'm going to try my best. As you can see, I'm taking ridiculous amounts of damage, just because I know his patterns. The problem is I'm not too worried about him, because he's really not hard to defeat. And once you defeat him, you can get pretty much all your life back. So yeah, that's a mini boss, and you also get this little charge meter power up, which makes your attacks pretty strong. Uh, Meaning that one hit will actually be strong enough to take out some of the weaker enemies we fought before. So this is the ladder to go back up. But before you go up here, you want to go and head over here to the right because there are these little statues that tend to drop little gems and power-ups that are pretty much points and currency in the game. And so you don't want to forget about these and another health. I could actually save that, but you know what? It's okay. It's totally fine. So like I said, I'm only going to do one credit of this. When I die, then I'm just going to die. I'm not going to continue to try to frustrate myself, basically. Try to make this look professional as possible. And watch out for right here because there is a little bat sometimes that will appear, as well as this jumping guy. And so these guys are a little bit annoying, but with your axe, you do a lot more damage. And the bats in this game are probably the most annoyingest enemy, as they are in every game. But this game in particular, they're annoying because they have no real patterns. So like I said about this little platforming area, you jump really hard. So just kind of inch your way, kind of jump and then move, because you can still fall. And like I said, he jumps a little too hard. As you can see, that's already a block over what you need to be, and that's just by barely tapping the jump button. So yeah, definitely watch out for his jump. Definitely watch out for right here. Make sure that you jump and attack because sometimes there will be enemies, like I said, bats, that will be posted right there. And so they're, damn it. And so in order to remove minimal damage, you got to really be careful and precise about what you really want. Like I said, bats will appear right there, and it will temporarily move your power meter. And so I just like to inch, but easier said than done. Because you have to be like really on the spot. Okay, and you can jump right here. Watch out for these guys. Very annoying. They jump out of fucking nowhere. And they're very hard to kill when you can get like multiple on the screen. If you get like 3 of them on the screen, it's fucking game over. Just put it that way. The best tactic I like to go for is to get them while they're jumping, kind of move forward, and then just to give you a little bit space in between you and the enemy in order to lay an attack. Um, the first boss of this actual game, besides the mini boss, god damn, get the fuck out of here, is actually 2 jumping bears, and it's really hard to defeat them. And so I'm probably gonna have to call it quits there, and that's coming up pretty short, right about here. So yeah, I would like to knock one back and hit the other, but it's actually a lot harder said than done, just because they have no real patterns. So your best bet is just to duck and just chop them up, um, because they are a pretty difficult enemy to defeat. You have to just kind of balance in between going back and forth, making it a really hard boss for the first. They kind of introduced you to a really core mechanic of the game, though, jumping. Really, jumping takes you a long way in this game. Watch out for this level. Like I said, bats are your worst enemy in this shit. They will hit you in some of the most randomest ways possible, and in ways where you can't see them either. So that just gave me, that's an actual power upgrade. So hopefully I can do a little bit more damage. Ah, damn it. You can't actually juggle enemies, but fortunately they oh shit. They do kind of have an immunity. Ooh, I just died right then and there. That's terrible. Okay, I'm actually gonna start that back over, just because I'm doing so good right now. I'd hate to ruin my streak. But like I said, the first one of this game was extremely hard. I suffered. I suffered. I can't believe I'm even talking about the pain I went through, guys, because you guys would not understand. Very annoying to deal with, but once you get past them, um, so yeah, you want to jump right over that second fireball. That's when you the incentive to actually jump comes from. Because any sooner and you will get hit by that second fireball. I forget how enemies kind of pop out of nowhere sometimes. And like I said, because of how slow his axe attack is, it's really hard to lay a lot of damage on enemies. But because you do have a lot of health, like Stenix, which borrows really heavily from this, well, this game borrows really heavily from that. Well, it'll help you later on in the game. Trust me. Especially when you have to juggle 2 enemies like this. Uh, the health really plays the best role. So you kind of have to alternate. You kind of have to go back and forth and attack top and bottom. And so that's how you get rid of those guys. But I can't, unfortunately, oh, I can't see where the fuck you're at. I can't, unfortunately, do the best job of that because my reaction time for your guy is kind of slow. But like I said, you can't juggle enemies, so just hit him and start juggling. But yeah, you do have to be careful how you hit him, though. Oh, God. Yeah, your guy's jumping I mean, his duck reaction seems fast, but when you're attacking, you kind of you really can't get the jump off in time. So, God dang it! Alrighty, but yeah, guys, that was Legendary Axe. I hope you guys enjoyed my first run. I'll probably play this game a little bit more offline and probably do another run of it and try to get a little bit better than this. But I hope you guys have enjoyed. If you guys have, make sure to like, subscribe, give me some feedback. And when we come back with some more playthroughs, we'll probably play some other better games. Maybe Legendary Axe too. Who knows? Till next time, fans. Bye bye.